first things first, I have warmed up. I've moved my body. I've done some warming up to get my body ready for this. So it's gonna be a drop set, starting 40, down to 20, down to body weight. 15 rounds, 50 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. Might need a little more rest with this 40 pounder. Pretty much squat and drop-ins and drop sets. So let's go. Woo. Music on for added support. All right. As we get into our squat here, we're gonna be light on our heels. We're just gonna squat our hips, pushing our hips back, keeping a nice strong arch in our back. Light on the heels, opening up those ankles and those knees as we push our hips to the wall behind us. From the side here, hips are going back, nice and strong in the back. Keeping the core in the front nice and engaged, nice and zipped up, keeping everything tight. Shoulders down, making sure to breathe. Pushing back, we got 5 more seconds here. So if you can go up even lighter on your heels, but 40 pounds, that's a little much. All right. Down to the 20. Again, plant our feet. Are we strong in the front part of our feet? Making sure we're pushing that pad of the foot, pushing through the outside blade of our feet here, opening up those ankles, opening up those knees, pushing our hips to the wall behind us. You can hold the weight down if you want. Hold it up here. This one will be easier to hold here maybe. Again, hips going to the wall behind us. Keep a nice arch. Core is nice and tight here. And everything's kind of zipped up front. We're not too wide. We're not heavy on our heels. You can go up a little bit. It's good too. Really working those glutes, those hamstrings here. 5 more seconds. All right. Body weight. I usually do about hip width apart with my feet. Again, pushing through here, pushing through the outside edge, making sure our arch is strong, and pushing our hips to the wall behind us here. This is kind of like a warm-up round before we get into the drop-ins. Just get both sides juiced up. Even though I did warm up before this, did a lot of stuff. This is just the workout part of my morning. Whew. Hips back, strong arch, pushing out on the mat here, pushing outward. That really helps engage the glutes here. Again, everything in the front's nice and tight here. We don't want to be pushing our gut down, we want to be sucking it in. Here comes the fun part. 40-pound weight drop in. Okay. And do the left side here. So I'm gonna do nice and controlled, nice and slow, make sure I'm really doing what I need to do. So when you get into a nice drop in, pushing through here, pushing through the pad of the foot, light on the heel, and then just coming up here. So working the hamstring, working the glute. It's kind of like a single leg deadlift or whatever. Single straight leg deadlift, kind of, but it's not straight leg. So you're really working that hamstring and that glute, keeping strong in that back, lower back. So from the front, so I bend my body over to this side as I do this. Down to the 20-pound. So if the lighter weight, we could probably go a little bit faster, get a few more reps. So again, pushing through that big pad of the toe, outside blade, ankle stays nice and strong, light on the heel here. Putting my hand on my glutes like this always helps me know that I'm engaging those glutes, and that hamstring is lit up here. Again, make sure your core stays nice and tight. You're bringing your body over to that loading leg here. My back leg, it's got some weight in it, just because this is weight. It's a lot of work. You can feel my lateral calf working. All right, body weight. I feel like I have to turn this down. I apologize if that was too loud. All right, here you go. Body weight, so as least amount of weight as possible in that back leg. Once we do the body weight one. Again, keeping the hip back. Engaging that glute, engaging that hamstring. Light on the heel, so you see as I come down, my heel kind of almost turns in a little bit, engaging that arch, working the lateral calf, working the hamstring, working the glute, keeping the abdominal and the core nice and zipped up and tight. Don't be pushing it out. And then pushing to the wall behind us here. Keeping a nice strong arch back here, nice and strong back here in your lower back. Glutes are working, everything's burning. We're gonna do the other leg. So we do the right side, heavy weight. Find your drop in here. Remember twisting your body a little bit over to that loading leg as we go down. Keeping our knee behind our laces, light on the heel, pushing to the pad, the foot, pushing on the outside edge of the foot, and just making sure our glute and our hamstring are working here. Keeping the core engaged, lower back's working, glutes are working, hamstrings working, and my left leg shaking a little bit. Left leg is helping. Okay, 20 pounds. So you notice when I'm doing this drop in, my back leg, my non-loading leg, it is supporting, but it keeps rotating in. I don't keep it out here. I don't keep everything pointing out. We want it rotating into our body, to the other side. I feel like my right side is weaker than my left, so this starts to light up way faster. Yep, it's definitely hurting more. Okay, hip back. Light up that, load up the glute and the hamstring. All right, body weight. Find that strong foot, light on the heel. Get that hip back. Core is engaged, everything's sucked up in the front. Head over loading leg. Shoulders down and breathing. As little as you can, weight on the back leg is what we want. More challenging on this side for me. Takes focus for me to get this side going. This side doesn't like to stay in that back change, likes to come out. So I'll have to focus. Whew. As you can tell, this is working. Breathing pretty heavy. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, we're gonna elevate the non-loading leg this time. So I keep my weight over here. Drop in. Elevated. Regret instantly here. Okay. 40 pounds. Nice and controlled. Light on the heel. If you ever pick a weight that seems too heavy, you just don't think you can do it, just drop it. Never push yourself to a point where you're gonna injure yourself. It's not the point. Generally, I don't even need to use weight for this, but sometimes it's fun just to use what's around. So again, hips going back, strong glute, strong hamstring. Breathing heavy. All right, down to that 20. I should put that out of the way. Great. Strong foot. Non-loading leg up. Ankle, arch, strong. Hip back. Pushing our hip to a wall behind us. Trying not to twist. Try not to twist like this. It's just kind of opening up the knee, the ankle, and the hip as we do this. So we go down, so the hip goes back, knee opens slightly to the same direction. Making sure we're not collapsing our ankle in or our knee in while we do this. Staying nice and strong here. My left leg is not enjoying this. I can't imagine what the right one's gonna be like. Could be interesting. Okay, body weight. Okay. Hey, strong foot from here, pushing on the outside pad, nice strong arch. Inside ankle bone comes in, not yet up. Just gonna go to a little bit of a deeper drop in here. Really burn out that muscle. Keeping strong in here. Keeping light on the heel. And pushing back. Using our glute and our hamstring and our calf to bring us back up. Nice, deep, kind of a Bulgarian split squat, but we're getting into that spiral motion of our body rather than staying straight here and everything collapsing in. We're spiraling our body that way. We're gonna get to the right side and then we're done. Good news, 3 more rounds. Bad news, still have to do it. I should hold on to this because I don't think my right leg is gonna appreciate this very much. Okay, slow and controlled. Finding all those muscles in the leg. Lateral calf working, hamstring working, glutes on, core zipped up, breathing on, back and up. Whew. This sucks. Gotta finish that. Okay, done with the 40 pounder. Off to the 20. Strong foot, light heel. Ooh, feels awkward. Too far. Okay, my bad. All right, hip back, knee opens, ankle stays strong. Ankle open, knee open. Everything stays nice and strong here. Whew. Sorry if that breathing is loud. Nice. A little drop in. I think I'm going too deep here. Oh my gosh. My right side. I feel like it was gonna give in there. All right, here we go. Okay, last 50 seconds, body weight. Strong foot, strong arch, strong ankle, inside ankle bone high. Come down, rotates a little bit there. It's a nice, deep Bulgarian split squat. My right side's a little more wobbly. Did say it was my weaker side here. I just have to focus to make sure my right side doesn't come out of this back chain loading. She likes to just give in and not keep my hip back. Hamstring, glute, all working, shaking like a mother trucker. Almost done. Okay. Ow. Whose idea was that? I don't know, but 15 minutes went by really fast. Felt like that was quicker. I feel like I just started. All right. Stretch out what you need to stretch out after that. And enjoy the rest of your day.